Hey, Niall Motormouth Jenkins here in the Car Connection Workshop. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video brought to you by Earl and Louise Grant at City Auto Sales and Leasing, the Greater Toronto Area's premier pre-owned auto store. You can buy with confidence there and be treated with nothing but honesty and integrity. They sell no junk there. You will not get lipstick on a pig from Earl and Louise Grant. They're car guys. They've been 25 years in the business. And I'll tell you, Earl is very fussy. They look like brand new, low mileage, fair prices. Get yourself out to City Auto Sales. You, your family, your neighbors, your friends, your circle of friends, your work peeps. Let them know about City Auto Sales and Leasing. I have not had a pre-owned automobile store alongside of Car Connection for 25 years. We're in our 32nd year, and the reason being is I could never find someone like City Auto Sales and Leasing. It was Louise Grant who connected with me a number of years ago, and we are so blessed to be able to have them providing us with top quality vehicles with low mileage at affordable prices. So you're getting value. Just like this, value. We're getting value with this little guy, 76,000 kilometers, one owner, from brand new, 5-speed, and everything else is manual. Yeah, so you'll have to stick around and watch the first series. We have a check engine light on. So I wanted to show you how do we diagnose that. So it's here for a spring evaluation, and it has some issues. Fuel pump is an issue. We've discovered now it's more consistent. We've been able to narrow that down, but we also have a service light on. So before we just go ahead and slam a fuel pump in there, we need to find out what is stored in memory on the computer that has put the service light on, because it could potentially be something related to why the fuel pump's not working. And I'll share that in a minute. So I'm going to go and get my scan tool and a service light. Going to bring you right into it so you can see how I do it, what I do, and how I do it. So don't go away. Stay with me. We're going to the big toolbox. We need my small OTC scan tool. This is pretty decent, this little fella here. It's OTC, which is product that I've known for decades, providing us with diagnostic tools. So we're going to get in there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's a bit of a tune, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's happening. Okay, that's enough. Disco does not live here. We're going in, cover me. So I'm gonna close the door at some point. We're gonna hear that chime for a few minutes, but I gotta hook up to what's called the ALDL. I gotta find it. It could be in here, and it is. There it is, that's nice. So it's right here. That's the connector. That's your ALDL. That's how I'm going to connect this baby to the brain. I should probably plug myself into that once in a while. Maybe it'll let me know if I'm low on caffeine. All right, I'm going to jump in this thing, because if that thing doesn't shut up, I'm going to lose it. All right, here we go. Will that hang up somewhere? It might. It just might. How about right here? Look at that. Look at that, would you? Oh, I didn't see you sneaking up on me like that. Oh, you got a little something in your eye there. Okay. I think it was a hare. Not a rabbit. A hare. Okay, here we got link error. On these tools, fellas, make sure you read the entire message, not like what you do with emails and texts. If you're one of those people that scan the email, scan the text, and you miss the whole point because you didn't read the whole thing, this won't help you. You got to read the instructions. So it's saying link error, turn key on, press the ready button, the read button, key on. Hear that? The fuel pump ran. So this is the thing, and we'll talk about that. Fuel pumps, listen again. I'll bet you it'll run again. Ready? Listen for the buzz. And again. So I know the car is going to start and run. So when you have an intermittent problem, you need to cover all base points. You either have to wait for that puppy to go, I'm done, and it won't start at all, but I'll tell you right now, it will start. And I'll show you. Clutch in. Do you think it'll start? Will it or won't it? Will he or won't he? So what do you fix? What do you fix? Do you call it? Well, the customer was stranded last week for half an hour. It would not start. So you got to go somewhere. So we know we have a service light on. Key is on. There's the service light right there. Check engine light. So we will now hit read. It's reading. Again, these aren't designed for you to just scan the message. You have to read the whole message. It's saying 1, codes. So if I want to read that, 2 is live data, 3 is mill light status, 4 is check and monitors, 5 is freeze frame, 6 is the VIN number, and then we can go all the way back. So we can scroll all the way back to the arrow, and then I'm going to say yes. That was fast. A P0030. What do we got? It's saying, again, this is not for the person that just breezes past a text or an email. You got to read the screen, all of it. Circuit, bank 1 sensor, heated oxygen sensor. So it's a HEGO. It's got a problem. And I'm going to tell you right now, this doesn't mean just go ahead and change the oxygen sensor, fellas. You got to go to the next level. What's the next level? I need to do pinpoint testing on bank 1's oxygen sensor. This is not giving me the answer. I want you fellas to know that. It's just the clues, the suspect. You've got to now go pinpoint test that oxygen sensor on bank 1, and it's a HEGO. So that means it's going to be more than likely 4 wires. A heated exhaust gas organizer is what that stands for. So if you just go off of this and you tell your buddy, you just need an oxygen sensor. I'll tell you what, Skippy and I would love to have had a nickel from every gas cap, every oxygen sensor that's been replaced and not solved the problem. We'd probably be in the Cayman Islands listening to the water lap our feet as they're in the ocean and enjoying a fruit beverage that has a little umbrella sticking out of it. And we're calling you and saying, hey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. What are you doing? Oh, we're just letting the ocean water lap on our feet while having a nice cold fruit beverage with an umbrella in. Bang. I think you will have hung up at that point. Yeah, just having some fun with you. But this is in all seriousness, read the screen, read the entire message. And this is not cast in stone. It's P0030. Wait for it. Bank 1, sensor, heated exhaust, oxygen thingamy, dewy, kind of, maybe. So wait for it again. You didn't get the whole thing. Read it. Read it. So wait for it to scroll. It's going to finish here. Bank 1, sensor. Okay, it's going to scroll now. Oxygen sensor, heater, control, circuit. Bank 1 sensor. Then it's going to scroll again. So there's a lot of information there. So it's bank 1 heated exhaust sensor. They're calling it a heated exhaust sensor. It's known in techno language as a HEGO. It's a heated exhaust gas organizer because there's There's oxygen sensors, and then there's a HEGO. They're different. They're two different. There's more wires, usually 3 to 4 wires on the heated exhaust gas organizer. So it's saying the HEGO oxygen sensor is the one that has a potentially a problem. It's not the problem till you do the 4 C's. Concern, cause, correction, then confirmation. I'm going to come back in after I've made my correction and verify that I no longer have a P0030. So guesswork is getting the parts cannon out and just blazing it with the cannon. This takes more than one step. And I can clear this code, and more than likely it will come back, and I know that because I have already had my scan tool on this car, and I told the customer I've cleared out the memory and everything, so I know there isn't a code stored in history in the ECM. Drive it, and when you come in for your spring evaluation, I'll scan it again, and I have exactly the same code. So what does that tell me? It tells me that the heated exhaust gas organizer, or the heated oxygen sensor, is what they're calling it, has a problem. So we got to go one step further and test it. So we're going to turn this off. I'm going to leave my scan tool on it because I will get to this later today, and I will test the exhaust gas organizer, the heated exhaust. I'll show you where it is on this particular car. And this is very stripped down. You got AM, FM, no air conditioning, no sunroof, manual power windows. How many of you have seen these the last time? No power mirrors. There's your joystick. And everything is manual. There is no keyless entry on this car whatsoever. It was ordered that way, and that's the way it was born. It was a special order, apparently. I mean, seriously, I would have gone for the air conditioning at the very least. Yeah, for sure. But this one has 460 air. But it can't be 4, it has to be 260. 2 windows down going 60 miles an hour. That's your air conditioning. It's 260 in here. Okay, right here. Here we go, right here. Let me get my my light. You know, last week I misplaced one of these lights. It took me forever to find it. And I just happened to be walking by and I go, oh, there you are. Right here. Here it is right here. And I said it'd be 4 wire. There it is. 4 wires. That's your HEGO right here. And there is only one on this. It's not a V6, so it's one heated exhaust gas organizer on bank 1. All the cylinders, spark plugs are on this side. So it's coil over plug. There's no distributor. So this baby here, at least it's right there where you can get to it. I'll start soaking that down because I may need to hog it out of there because I have cleared the fault code and it's come back. But I will unplug it and I will test that for resistance and see what's happening. Just on a quick note, just thinking about something, looking at this hook here, and I asked the gentleman if I could just mention it. Is Skippy, you know what? Let's close the video off. I want to do a segment on this because there's a story behind this, and I think it's important telling the story. So till next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Happy, healthy motoring. Peace, patience, and kindness always. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and put your comments below our videos. These little things really help us to grow. Keeps our ignition on and keeps our engine firing on all cylinders. So from Skippy and I, we appreciate you doing all the little things. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Put your comments in. Ring. Not allowed to say that. I almost said it. Mea culpa. Join our online community because Skippy puts some reels up there that'll just make you pee your pants, let me tell you, on YouTube and on Instagram. And don't forget checking us out. We are professionals on the Stevensville on the web.ca. Just click the businesses tab, click on the iHeartRadio. You can find us on all platforms, Apple, Amazon, all of them. We're there. Just type us into the search box, Car Connection Workshop. You'll pull up our podcast, and you will not hear on the podcast what I'm talking about here. It's all new, and there's 137 podcasts for you to tap into. So till next time, keep it under 100. We'll see you in the next one. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, yeah, the weather bell. I know you're enjoying the videos. Don't forget to ring the bell.